Ah, the calm of a spring day in the Czech countryside. If ever there was a company whose name explains exactly what they do, it's Explosia. Since 1920, the company has been manufacturing and testing explosives. Its clients include mining companies, the demolition industry, special forces, and the military. Explosia even builds and tests the jet engines that launch ejection seats out of fighter planes.
Delaborovaný motor se naplní 38 elementů trubek nitroglycerinového prachu.
Imagine having 4 loaded rockets attached to the bottom of your chair. That is the equivalent of 2.5 tons of explosives.
Umožňuje pilotovi nejen opustit kokpit, ale hlavně vynést ho do takové výšky, která zaručí bezpečný otevření padáku a bezpečnou záchranu.
The pilot has little choice but to leave. In less than a second, the force of the rocket engine will put him into a low orbit at 310 kilometers an hour. When Explosia first opened its doors 90 years ago, it essentially existed to supply weapons for the military. The buildings haven't changed much, but the products certainly have. Explosia has become known for something called Semtex. It looks harmless, almost like Play-Doh, but Semtex is an incredibly versatile explosive that can be molded into several shapes and forms. These sheets will be used by police and special forces to punch holes in steel doors. Now for larger jobs, there's this, Semtex Razor. Talk about a name that fits. This flexible strip of plastic can cut through pretty much anything.
Razor 10, to znamená proráží standardně 10 mm ocel, případně adekvátní tloušťky betonu, cihel, dřeva.
The Razor booster is what transmits the explosive charge.
Je možno ji aplikovat samozřejmě i v jiných případech, iniciovat i jiný trhaviny.
Once the detonator cord is attached, that piece of steel just doesn't have a chance. They don't call it Razor for nothing. Look how precise the cut is. The Razor comes in 5 different calibers, from 6 to 40 millimeters. The thicker the plastic strip, the thicker the material it can cut through. Razor 25 is next. In these tests, the Blastmaster physically lights a slow fuse that will give him plenty of time to take safe cover. Normally, explosions are triggered by an electrical charge that runs through a detonator cord. They make the cords here too, at a rate of 3 kilometers an hour. That's 30 kilometers a day.
Obotávají se duše z vyžatní trhaviny polypropylenovými vlákny.
The next step is to make the cord waterproof. The plastic lining will protect it, but keep it flexible at the same time.
Uvnitř bleskovice je bryzantní trhavina pentrit a detonační rychlost hotové bleskovice je 6,5 km za vteřinu a bleskovice je ohebná, vodovzdorná a velice pevná v tahu.
6.5 kilometers a second. That's 18 times faster than the speed of sound. To prove a point, 200 meters of cord is laid out and one end lit. Go ahead. Try and follow the explosion from one end to the other. In case you missed it, there's the cord. After 9 decades, Explosia is constantly developing and testing new products. They even have a paste version of Semtex for blasting holes in small areas that are difficult to get to. But the most impressive Semtex product isn't even on the market yet. Here's a backpack that packs a serious punch.
V podstatě rozvírací kufr. Obsahuje prostředky pro snadnou instalaci ve výškách. Tento prostředek umožňuje rychlou fixaci bez nějakých velkých pomůcek a v podstatě chci vidět i jeden člověk bez větších potíží nainstaluje toto zařízení.
The case is loaded with 2.5 kilograms of Semtex.
Jakoukoliv rozbuškou s iniciační mohutností minimálně 8 která se zasune do otvoru a tím je vlastně instalace kompletně hotová, může se opálit.
In less than a blink of an eye, a section of the house is completely obliterated. And that was a cinder block wall. What's amazing is the surgical precision. The hole left behind is almost a perfect door size. The energy of the blast pushed almost all of the debris inside. It takes a while for the smoke and dust to finally settle. But even through the haze left behind, one thing is still very clear. The birds are still singing in Explosia.
There's a fire going there.